Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for being here, and I am truly honored to be on this stage, share this stage with such incredible Toastmasters, and be on the stage in front of you. Now, there are actually quite a lot of people in here I don't recognize, but I don't want to do the injustice. In case this is your first Toastmaster meeting ever, and this is just the night you plan to drop by, so just a quick reminder for Tabletopics is that this is an impromptu speaking opportunity for you to participate. I have some prompts on paper that I'm going to have you select. You can choose to read it out loud, or you can internalize it and just begin speaking. The task is to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. We do have a timer. Our Vijit is timing us here, so we have our light box. The goal is 1 to 2 minutes. So once you hit 1 minute, you will turn the light to green. Once you hit 1 minute 30 seconds, you will turn the light to orange. And when you hit 2 minutes, means your time is up, so please wrap up because the light will be red.
Tabletopics Master asked for volunteers and everybody. This one says, tell us about someone who means a lot to you. Kennedy always has very thoughtful Tabletopics topics, but this time I'm going to go on a tangent. And it's not someone who means a lot to me, but I want to talk about this organization a little bit because, well, everybody else has, so why not? I brought a friend Anastasia with me. She asked me a little bit earlier, do I feel like I'm a competent speaker? And I got thinking, yeah, what makes a competent speaker? And then I listened to the previous speakers, and I think, how could you not learn something from these people? So I thought, what did I learn? And as I was sitting there, I thought of all this just like a minute ago. 2 things happen in Toastmasters. One, you learn specific skills. Eye contact, for instance, posture, things like that. But the other thing you learn, and you learn that from watching people and mentoring and getting feedback. The other type of thing you learn is self-awareness. For instance, you may be hiding at the back of the stage. You might not know it. Right? So Toastmasters brings that into awareness. You might do the head shift thing like this. And you're not even aware of it until somebody gives you feedback and gently guides you to not do that anymore. And the other thing is, there's part of your brain that is on autopilot all of the time. And that's the part of your brain that says a lot. Where's D? D was the counter a few weeks ago, and she did us the favor of changing things up a little bit. Normally, the counter counts all of the ums and ahs that we say as a group during the meeting, and she reports it at the end. So as a group, we said 300 ahs and 1,400 ums and 6,000 so's and buts and ands and whatnot. But she did us a favor of saying, Steve, you said 12 times during this meeting. I went, what? I've been here for a year and a half, and I'm still saying 12 times. And that is one of the very most difficult things to get over, I think. And my brain is still on autopilot when it comes to but I think I'm improving a little bit. And like I said, my time's up, but it's all about the awareness that the feedback and the mentorship gives you. You learn about yourself and how you are perceived by the world. So, not only do I just want to thank individual people, but I want to thank Toastmasters and all the mentors and the highly skilled individuals who have committed years and years to this. Thank you. Back to you.
As tonight doesn't have a specific theme on our whiteboard today, I just want to preface that my prompts are mostly reflective and reminiscent and past looking, but also a little forward looking. So just a heads up for the next people coming up. And I think I saw our area director's hand go up, Matt Shelley.
If Thank you, welcome to Australia, and most welcome guests. If given the chance, would you rather travel 60 years in the past or to the future? What would you want to see? Oh, boy, would I love to go back in the past. Oh, in the 60s, and the 50s and the 60s, like, I can't find me love. Oh, see the Beatles in time. I would go to one of those concerts, probably like $2 ticket. So how much is a concert now? Like, raise your hands. When was the last concert you went to? I mean, going back in time would be amazing. The changing of the history over the years with like. We learned so much from history, but it was so iconic the times way back when, and I think time travel going back would be fun to see. And I lost my star, and that's okay. Because we're all stars here today, and I would like to hand it back to you to take. Get my piano pin and my star.
Madam Tabletopics Master, fellow Toastmasters, honored guests, tell us about your first live music concert or experience. Well, first of all, how about them Blue Jays? Yeah! I'll just start with that. Because I'm springing into action like Springer did last night. I tell you. But to go back to where it comes to what my most memorable moments in terms of a music event, it would have to be when I saw the Jackson 5. Oh, yeah. Now, they came to town, and my mom had said to me, look, you have two choices. You can either go to this concert or get Christmas gifts. Well, I said, well, that's easy. To see Michael Jackson, Tito, Jermaine, and the rest of the gang, there was no question where I wanted to go. And to sit way up into the bleachers didn't matter to me. Because to me, it was an opportunity to hear It's Torture and Michael Jackson singing Thriller. I mean, come on, ladies and gentlemen. I know that we may have not always liked everything about the Jacksons, but I'm sure you still have a little bit of a or you can use your glove and whatever else that came with that. But those, to me, are the memories that come with going to a live event. We're talking about live events, and yes, I am talking about the Jackson 5, but even last night, can you imagine what downtown was like for that live event? Oh, I was just talking to our beloved district director here, who said to me, I gave up. I gave up when it was 3-1. I was not about to watch another defeated team of Toronto. But oh yes, they surprise us. And sometimes that's why we go to events, because we want that moment to take it in. And just like the Jacksons will always be a memory to me, I'm sure last night there's some little kid who's saying, I got to see the Blue Jays go to the World Series.
Thank you so much, Roger. I will admit, I went to bed when it was 3-1.
You see? Oh, stop it.
I'm putting my phone away. I opened up the Sportsnet app. My husband's been beside me. He doesn't care about sports, and he panicked. He's like, "Who died?" I resigned. I cannot believe they pulled it out. This is the first time in my lifetime I will see them at the World Series. It's just an accomplishment seeing them there. So just for the kid. Who would like to come up next? Steve first?
Absolutely.
I know Jorge come up first.
Sure.
So you get absolutely next time. Thank you.
That was really easy after all of us. Okay. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished table, wow. And guests, my name is Steve. I'm going to tell you about a story from my younger years. Where to start? My younger years were quite iconic, I think, a little bit different than most people. I spent my years growing up in Toronto and then quickly scooted myself off to Newfoundland for college and university, where I fell in love with the province, and it took them 10 years to kick me out. I did a little bit of adventure tourism, which got me hooked on scuba diving and stuff in the outdoors. And right now I am overwhelmed. And yeah, reflecting on my younger years, it allowed me to look at where I am right now and through amazing people, and looking forward to the journey that I'm on with getting better with being up here. Thank you.
My God, lock them on up.
All right, nice.
Thanks, Kennedy. Thanks for calling me out.
No problem.
Thanks for backing me up.
Yeah.
Don't lose that. I do want to say before I start, congratulations to Barrie Toastmasters on his 60th anniversary. I remember 1965. It was a great year. I had hair. It was brown. I had an orange polka dot shirt. I had bell-bottom pants. I had a belt that was that wide that went all the way around. I was something. Let me tell you, 1965. Could I go back 60 years? Absolutely. If you could go back in time to witness any historical event, would you? And what would you choose? I would love to be there for the inaugural meeting of Barrie Toastmasters, because I know what a tremendous success it's been. How many hundreds, thousands of people it's touched. The good work that it's done. The difference that it's made in people's lives. Not just everybody who was a member, but their family, their friends, because you touched so many different people through your leadership and your inspiration. And the fact that you dedicate yourself for communication and leadership. And you've done that and it is not nothing, 60 years. We see so many clubs that can struggle even keeping together for their first year. 59 more. And to be there at the beginning, to see it take shape, to start and be a foundational piece of the Barrie community. And that would be inspiring. That would be thankful to see. All I can do, because I can't go back and forget, is to thank you all now for the part that you have played in the wonderful history of this wonderful club.
Of that age.
Paper up here.
Yes, I'm familiar with you.
All right.
Okay, so my name is Anastasia. As I think Steve Henry was up earlier this evening and prompted my elbow up here tonight. He and I have talked about this for some time in terms of Toastmasters and the endeavors of comparing the great amount of people and the great skill building that this has allowed me. So I'm going to see to this. That's my little intro for you for this moment. This says, you're putting together a time capsule to be opened in 60 years. What are you putting in it to be opened by friends and family? Interesting. I feel like we live in a time right now, this pinnacle moment with technology. We talk about this a lot, I feel, with the youth today in terms of communication. And I feel like it's almost as if we are leaving behind some nostalgia pieces like newspapers and magazines and the written print. Everyone is so endowed with graphic design and swiping to the left or to the right or whatever the swipe is these days. I don't know. So I feel like in a time capsule, at this day and age, I would like to put in something with some nostalgia. I think that word has been already used this evening. Some newspapers, something in print of today, and then probably some technology as well. Some graphic design that is of today, something that is, I think that was to be open in 60 years, is that right? Something in 60 years from now. Things that wouldn't exist that I could think about 60 years from now, which would be, for some of you young folks, might be a dial telephone. You may have never seen one today. Things like that, that I could foresee that might be of interest 60 years from now, that maybe the average age group in here would relate to, a regular camera. And some, I guess we could say that is regular technology at this day and age, but in 60 years from now, it might be old passé, and there might not be a touch screen, there might be a 3D print. So I would think I would endeavor to put something that's worthwhile into a time capsule that would be of interest to one of those folks in 60 years from now.
This is the lottery, isn't it?
Thank you so much for everyone who participated, and